Damien, I just messaged you. Yes, I do know a hacker. But no, I don't ask him for any favors. No, I don't want to. No, I will not ask him for anything. I told you before, and I'll tell you again. I do know people in high ups. Okay, I do know a lot of people in high ups, but I never use them for anything. Reason being is that I'm not that type of person to use people to get information for me. If I can't get it on my own, then piss on it. I'm just not like that. Another thing too, don't get shitty with me, boy. You're already walking on a fine line. I know a lot of people, but as far as I can trust people, I don't. I don't trust anyone. You have to earn my trust, and it takes a lot to earn my trust. So you see, making these videos about Draco, he needs to quit making videos about you too, and I'm going to tell him that. But all the stuff you guys are doing is crazy, and it's got to stop. It's bullshit stuff. But what you don't understand, I do things on my own. I prefer to find out things on my own. Reason being is because then I don't have no one to buck things up. See, if I don't find out for myself and find out the truth, then there's no point in me even bothering with it, because I don't trust anybody. I told you that. I can count on one hand on how many people in this world that I trust. One is God. The other is Jesus Christ. And my kids. And that's about it, actually. Because I've been lied to by you, by other people. So it takes a lot to earn my trust. And whenever people start telling me the truth on things would be different. But because everybody wants to lie to try to get each other in trouble, it's bullshit. Let me tell you one thing. All this stuff can and will happen to backfire on all of you. All this tit for tat situation, you guys wanting to get other people in trouble for this and that, and those people want to get you in trouble for this and that. Come on, knock it off. It's just stupid. It's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you one thing about Bell Dandy. That is not a girl. That is a man, a young man. He's about 19 years old. Because he used to call me too and bitch about Draco all the time. Let me tell you something about him, though. He is one sick motherfucker. I seen his tweets and replies on Twitter. I tell you what, I wouldn't even let my dead cat talk to him. So I'm telling you, that's the truth. I wouldn't. He's sick. He actually needs to go get some help. And I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be friends with him if, like I said when I messaged you, if he was the last man standing. I would not be friends with him. Period. After some of the shit that I saw, never. I'd rather be dead and buried. So that goes to show you how much I trust him. I don't. Zero. There's zero trust there. Period. What you don't get about me, boy, is that when I find something suspicious, I do check it out for myself. And just like with you on your Twitter, you said, and I'm quoting what you put on your profile. I will not block minors. And then you popped up and said they have to be 21 or older. Okay, make up your mind. And I'm just bringing this out for instance. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just bringing that out for an example. What I mean by that is that you can't say that you won't block minors and then turn around that they have to be 21. Okay, you need to reword that. 21 only, no minors. Okay? See, I'm not bitching. I could be. I could be throwing a hissy fit with you about now. But I'm not. I'm trying to teach you a lesson. And you need to learn that very, very, very well. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes when they're typing, whenever they're messaging people or whatever. They're thinking of things to say, and then they get a little sidetracked with something, and they pop off and say something totally different, and people take it wrong. It happens all the time. Well, when I saw that on yours, I took it wrong. Okay, I'll admit it. I took it wrong, but I'm not going to jump your ass over it. You want to know why? Because it was a mistake. But if I were you, go back in there and fix it. Go back in and fix it. Read it. And I'm not joking. It's what it says. See, I don't pick on people. I'm friends with everybody. I want to be friends with everybody. It's not because I'm trying to please all you guys. It's just because, I'm trying to be the peacemaker here and keep the peace. And that's the way it should be. No fussing, no fighting, no stupid crap. But you guys have got to understand all this fussing and fighting. You're acting like 2-year-olds, like I told you. And it's just ridiculous. It absolutely is. Because all you guys have is snippets here and there of stuff, and it's not actual real proof. Like I said, like I told you earlier this morning, whole conversations, the whole thing, not just a snippet. You got to have the whole thing. And for me to believe you, I want all the conversation, the whole conversation, not just bits and pieces, what led up to that point and what was said after. Because then I can start judging for myself who I can really trust on here and who I can't. See, when I don't have that, it's hard for me to trust anyone. Anyone. But you want to know something, though, is that if y'all quit your fighting, I think y'all enjoy each other's company. I really do. But until then, quit acting like 2-year-olds. Learn how to grow up a little bit, like I told you earlier. And that's when Zexio and I was on the phone with you. Grow up a little bit. Seriously. You got to learn to depict the truth, not just because you heard something or you've seen something. Is it the truth? Because people can lie. You know this. I told you that 100 million times. That's why I don't have people do things for me. I do it on my own. Because I'm not going to be lied to. And even the best of the best out there can lie to me. But I don't want that. So if I can't find out the truth on my own, then it wasn't worth finding out to begin with. And you got to understand my point on that, because, if I can't do something on my own, fuck it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. And it's not worth my time nor my patience. But like I said, though, I do know people in high places. I don't hardly ever talk to any of them. One of them is a police officer. She lives in Florida. Another one works for DOD. He's stationed in another country. Stuff like that. I know people, like I said, but I haven't talked to either one of them in months. Last time I talked to the one was back in December, and he said that he couldn't wait to get back to the States. That's the only thing he told me. So you see, kid, that I don't use people like everybody else does. I don't need to. Eventually I can get the truth to come out of you guys, one way or the other. Because I'm getting pretty good at what I do. But you guys got to understand, too, that, like I said again, all this fighting is just ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. And there's really no call for it. None. And all starts with over stupid remarks, stupid things people have said online, and all this other crap. It just starts over stupid stuff. But before you start judging other people, start looking at yourself. And that's where the big problem comes from. Nobody wants to look at what they did. Everybody wants to point the finger and blame everybody. You said that Draco caused somebody to have stress. Okay, or have a panic attack. Let me tell you something. You all have stressed me out to the point to where I could scream bloody murder, cuss like a sailor, and the whole 9 yards. Like I told you in my messages back to you all ago. I could do that. I could blame all of you. Every single one of you. But you know something? That's taking the pussy way out. That's a coward's way out. I'll tell you why. It's because if you can't face up to your problems, then it's not worth having the problem to begin with, and so don't start nothing. I'm calling you all out on this because it's all ridiculous. Every single bit of everything is ridiculous. Every bit of it. There should not be no fussing and fighting. It's bad enough our country is fucked up the way it is. And we don't need a bunch of yahoos on here fussing and fighting like little kids. Plain and simple. See ya.